Hey y'all, I am doing this video because when I was doing my clinical site visits yesterday, a couple students mentioned that they weren't quite clear on what you're supposed to be doing in Media Lab, or that you're even didn't even realize that you're supposed to be working in Media Lab already. So I'm just going to go through how you need to sign in and what you need to do once you get there. So I've signed in. So this is the page that comes up for me, which I think it looks a little bit different for you, but you should have an option that says My Exam Simulator, or it might even start on this page right here for you. So for the departmental exams that you're doing for MLT 283 and for the ASE BOC exam simulators that you're doing for MLT 216, both of these are accessed the same way. So you're going to click on Start a New Exam Simulator Session, but then here is where you need to select the type of test that you're going to do. So for your departmental exams that you are doing as you're going through your clinical rotations, you want to click on Selected Areas, and then that is where you will choose the exam type that relates to the department that you're in. And each one of these has like other little drop down menus or sub menus where you can really specify and drill down into what you want to be questioned on. I recommend you doing that in micro especially, because micro if you just click on micro and take the micro exam, it's going to give you a lot of questions, and some of them probably stuff that we never talked about. So you can select those specific areas that you want to be tested on, but that is where you would go to select each one of those exams related to the department that you're in. Okay, now remember, you have to do at least four 50-question exams for each department that you're in. So this is where you're selecting the number of questions. You can do, do a couple of 10-question exams first if you want to, just to kind of get a feel for it. But the only ones that I'm going to count are the 50-question or more exams. And then you have the option here of doing it in test mode or review mode. So test mode is going to be timed. Review mode is not timed. And then you also get feedback. Like you answer a question, you automatically get the whether you got it right or wrong, and then you get feedback about that question. So this is what I recommend you do. I recommend you use review mode. I just think that will be more useful for you. And then you would just click on Start Exam Simulator Session. So those are the ones that you're doing in MLT 283. For the full BOC exams, you're going to want to select ASCP Board of Certification MLT, and I don't think you have to start doing those until week 4. So in week 4, I think you're doing one of these, but then I think each week after that, you're supposed to be doing the computer adaptive testing. So that would be this one. So if I click on Exam Simulator, it doesn't give you an option there to change the number of questions. They're all set at 100 questions. The board of certification, this one's going to be timed. And remember, I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but the computer adaptive testing is the one that's going to most closely simulate the actual BOC exam, where like if you get a question correct, it will then give you a harder question on that same topic area. If you get it wrong, then it might give you an easier one. So that's what the computer adaptive testing is, but you don't have to start doing those until week 5. Week 4, I think, is where you start doing the ASCP Board of Certification, just regular MLT exam. And then when you do just the regular one and not the computer adaptive testing, again, you have the option of doing test or review mode. You don't have the option for doing the computer adaptive testing. So you are supposed to be working on these right now, unless you're in a department like phlebotomy or specimen processing that does not have a related selected area that you can be questioned or quizzed or tested in. But like if say you're doing phlebotomy right now, which I think is a 6-day rotation, if you know you're going into blood bank next, you can go ahead and start doing your blood bank exams. So, but in addition to these, you've also got your Moodle exams that you will take towards the end of each rotation at your clinical site. And you do not have to wait until you're finished with that rotation at your site to take the test. If you're in there on day, say you're in blood bank on day 2, if you feel like you're ready to take that test, go ahead and take it. But just don't put them off, because you don't want all these exams to accumulate and have to be taking a ton of them at the end of the semester. So that's just a real quick overview of Media Lab. Let me know if you have any questions.